Alrighty, Roo, and Cuckoo to you and all my nobodies not watching out there. I gotta deal with this fucking unpleasant thing. I wake up. This is not your haven. Oh, well. Okay, well, alright, things have already gone south very quickly. It's a cramped space. You try to move your arms and find they are tied to your body. You can barely bend your legs, and when you try to stretch your neck, you hit a cold ceiling. If I'm in a fucking coffin that has cement around it, I'm gonna be annoyed because I feel like I've done things on the good part of things, but okay. I can't quite believe it, but this is a coffin or something close. God damn it. Close enough. It vibrates slightly, but you can't hear any sounds coming from outside. It's entirely dark. I'm gonna sharpen my senses, even though I'm hunger. You focus and divert your blood to boost you, and you begin to deduce some details. The vibrations mean you're in some kind of transport, maybe a car. You can just hear the suggestion of an engine's hum. The cold interior's metal, of course. More sounds than that you try to focus on. Why would this happen if I was taken in the middle of the night? Somebody would have to break into my haven. The haven that is largely, you know, like other people know that sucks or whatever, but you know, it sort of belongs to Sophie, and I don't think Sophie's gonna sell me up the river. I mean, maybe, but probably not. Not to Callahan. It doesn't make any sense, like, oh yes, I'll save this child, then turn them against you, like get them to do stuff, then send them towards you, then, you know, you can kill them, and it'll be like a cool thing. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. None of that makes sense. Doesn't mean Callahan wouldn't figure things out and try to kill me. It's just illogical that she would do that, and it's like, it's my haven, but also I did ditch the other version of how my haven kind of became compromised, and it has been compromised. A male voice, indistinct, the crackle of a radio, the brakes of a car, an impact, the container jostles about. Yay! Hope or somebody did some crashy, let's do some demolition derby for me. Yay! The car door opens violently. You hear a gun being cocked, a panic scream. Ah! Or ah! Try to Wilhelm scream, it didn't work. Operation compromised. Engage blink bodies. Engaging blink bodies. A deafening shot rings in your ears. I'm underneath a coffin. That shouldn't be deafening. Dazed, you return to your senses to normal levels. Ringing continues. The lid comes off. What the? Well, we're pretty close to the water. That's not a great scene. Is that the water? No, or is that a... It looks like it's just a field, like a soccer field, with 4 goals on it, which is weird. That's not how those things work. What the... You're here. That's a relief. Tell me I didn't just cut the driver up for nothing. Honestly, that's what I would expect you to say. Follow us, and quick. Seeing their faces is surprising, even more so in these circumstances. However, you realize the immediate danger and follow your companions out of the car and down the street in North Bronx. Yay! Having people that I worked so hard for actually worked in my favor. Tamika was totally worth it, even though Raoul sucked. I cannot say the same for Mr. Tremere Man. He just wasn't, but apparently he's doing something. Now, where Hope is, that's the question. I'm almost like, hoping to see like her do like Shia LaBeouf SNL magic moment, and just that's gonna be cool. The fan has crashed into another car. A familiar face out of Kaiser School. Jackie stumbles out of the wrecked sedan and slinks away into the darkness before you can call after. Okay, that sounds like he was the one that was driving you to your death. Like, hey buddy, wait! He's like, nah, I'ma fucking get the GTFO. I did kind of throw Kaiser under the bus, but I get the feeling I had to throw somebody under the bus, and fuck Kaiser. But now, let me take a second to look at the background. There's not so much going on other than the weirdly high number of goalposts for things like soccer. You don't do that with soccer. Soccer doesn't need that many goalposts. Is this like some sort of new form of football, as it's properly called in literally the majority of the world, that has, you know, like you play like Chinese checkers, there's like many goals or something. Also, there's like that thing in the back that looks like where another one would be, but it's like a cross or something, so it's like a, I don't know. The sky says a lot of stuff. There's like a couple, multiple eyes. They're sort of floating around. The trees usually say more, but the one that I'm seeing looks just sort of crab-like or something, and I'm not really seeing anything from it. The three of you jog away towards the line of trees and take shelter under some branches just as you hear a chopper approaching. Its searchlight illuminates the wrecked van and moves towards you. Get on the ground! Really? You're that smart now? Agathon takes something out of his pocket. You hear a soft breaking sound and he just disappears from sight. Motherfucker's got like the opposite of a glow stick. Like it's like a potion of invisibility glow stick. He's just like, boop. The gangrel could do other things to get out of here. I'm kind of screwed because I don't have any form of invisibility. You looked at Tamika and almost do a double take when you see her submerged up to the neck in the soil. She then disappears entirely. Yeah, like I said, level 2 protein. You can just, I think it's level 2? I think it's level 2. At least in the Vampire the Masquerade. You get like, I don't know, you basically can submerge into the soil from safety, from, and it's like magical, like, you're not physically there. People can sense that you're there through magical means, also can sense your last location through magical and non-magical means, and as a result, if they can do that, they can dig that area, and then what happens, well, you will just sort of explode out of the ground quite angrily, and you know what happens. You basically go full beast mode if it's not full daylight. But yeah, you can just earth meld, I think that's what it's called. You're left alone with just seconds to make your move before the spotlight finds you. Hide beneath the closest tree, dive underneath a nearby bush, or dash deeper into the park. I don't really want to bail from them, but I might as well use my powers. But it doesn't actually sound great. Honestly, I don't know if using my powers is one of the best moves right now. If I run far, like this is where my friends are. They might reappear to help me. Dive under a bush may not help. Hide behind the closest tree. I'm gonna go with the tree. Seeing no better option, you duck behind the nearest tree. Its trunk isn't very... Oh, great. But maybe it'll be enough to... Nope, that's probably not great. The illumination pass is only inches away from you, but it's a pattern of light on the ground. The trees block a good portion of it. Doesn't dwell on you. It's like, nah, it's all sorts of, like, cross-stitch and leaves and shit. Doesn't seem like they've spotted you or any of your companions. It's not like what I'm wearing is, like, highly noticeable. You know? If I just... Shh, nobody notices. The helicopter flies on, its searchlight frantically moving through the vicinity as your companions once again appear. Wow, she's like, yep, nope. They both just... So, like, I could have celerity'd away, but I would be farther away from them, and me running might have been more noticeable by the thing, you know? Not sure, but I'll take it. We have an opening. Let's go before SI decides they want to do another sweep. Oh, so this isn't... Well, maybe it is. Callahan is behind it, but it's not necessarily Callahan. Wait, the SI? Care to tell me what's going on? What are you two doing here? Let's just go with the you seem to know more. Second in position? What do they have to do with anything? Tamika, care to fill them in? Thank you. I appreciate the thing. As I nabbed you 2 days ago, they raided your haven, staked you while you slept, and took off with you. Damn, son. It's been 2 days? I actually really appreciate the fact that, like, after 2 days, you guys were like, what's going on? We should definitely fucking... Again, I don't like Agathon, and I still feel like he's a liability, but hey, he's here, and where is hope? Like, for real, where is hope? Like, I would have preferred hope and, you know, whatever, but hey, you know, we only learned this last night from Kaiser of... Now I feel a little bad about trying to throw him under the bus, but he's still a huge asshole. So that makes more sense, like he's trying to catch us all, not just me. I'm just the bait. That's the way my mind is seeing it. Like, he's an asshole if he knows I screwed him, or I tried to throw him under the bus, even just a little. He never liked me anyway, you know? How did Kaiser organize this? Why? No, I'm not gonna ask about, like, oh, is she safe? No, he asked, no. He organized this whole effort? Why would he do that? Because he was a douche to me. Super douche canoe. You could ride down a stream of a menstrual cycle on the douche canoe that he is. That doesn't even make sense, because that's not how that works, but you get it. Dunno. I don't know the dude. From what I heard, he's no good Samaritan, though. Exactly. Speaking of, he's here. Come on. Oh, fuck. We should probably go in the literal opposite direction. Kaiser's familiar car stops nearby. The back door opens. You're at... Okay. Nope. 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 I don't like this. Nope. Kaiser's familiar car stops nearby, and the back door opens. Your allies usher you inside and join you. Being inside this mobile fortress never felt like a relief until now. I still don't trust him. As much as I did good by him, every time, he was always a jerk to me. I just don't trust him. It just doesn't make sense. Like, why would he look after me, even if he knew about it? That doesn't make sense. Hey, fledgling. Miss me? I'll wait and see. Save it. What's the deal here? Yeah, no, it's like, I feel like I'm gonna have to owe you. Like, let's just do with it. Save it, Kaiser. What's the deal? What's your angle on this? Straight to the fucking point. Nah, like, the fact that I'm in your thing makes me feel safe. Because if you were gonna have me fucked, I would have been fucked not inside your little thing. But also, why the fuck did you help me? Because you've been nothing but a douche to me. So, what's your angle? Oh, you wound me, Tobias. Is that so hard to see? I do something out of the goodness of my heart. Long period of silence. Just blank stare, ... silence. I don't think you've done a single thing out of the quote-unquote goodness of your heart. Your undead, unbeating heart since you became a vampire, and probably not before then either. He laughs his horrible laugh so loudly that even your companions are startled. Yeah, no, we're all like, fuck, what did we do? What are we in for? Nah, I don't blame you. Composes himself first. Agathon, please. That whole, like, I'm praying right now that you actually have the power to set people on fire. Vampires, at least. Because we need that right now, maybe. My concern is whether you only consider Tobias indebted to you, or the other two as well. I'm grateful for your assistance, but... I mean, Agathon, you owe me more than anybody else in my coterie. Also, still, where the fuck is Hope? Very sad that she didn't show up for this, but that makes sense that you would act that way, but honestly, you owe me more than Tamika. Yeah, don't bore me with your clan politics. Jeez, you mainstream Tamir really behave as if your precious pyramid is still a thing. Don't you worry none, we'll discuss in due time. Nope, that's not the answer. That's not what he asked. You're basically saying, don't worry about that. Tomorrow's problems for tomorrow, my guy. It's like, no. Kaiser's focus shifts back to you. You were here, now, only because I told your buddies that you were neck deep in shit. That van you were in? A one-way ticket to Hurtville. Pennsylvania. I broke you out as a favor. Now you owe me. Big. Do I? Or did you put me in that position? Like, for real. You know all the things because you're that guy. How do I know it wasn't you? Did Sophie ask you to help? I'm just gonna like, yeah, everybody knows. What did Sophie ask you to help me? Ha! Now that would have been rude. Sophie Langley stooping down to ask me for help. Oh please! My adopted child is in danger. Save them, won't you, Kaiser, sir? Okay, that's actually... Okay, yeah. Fuck. I feel like I made the wrong choice. That's actually exactly what would make sense for him to say. Like, that's in character. That's in line with the world. Nah, fledgling. She didn't come calling. She did, I'd have her beg. I'd have her do a lap dance if the stuck-up bitch even knows what one is. And she wouldn't do that. You're less worth... You're worth less to her than her pride. I don't know. She was a flapper girl, I think. She might know. Honestly, she's probably older than you. You're just good at what you do, and you do things differently because you're techno Nosferatu. I don't think you're as powerful as I think you are. I think you just use what you do have well, and she doesn't, because she's kind of afraid. I don't appreciate that kind of talk. Langley might be all that you're saying she is, but I won't just listen to disrespectful woman. Where the fuck did that come from, Agathon? I've never once seen you particularly been like, oh, yeah, no, I'm the White Knight. Like, for real, dude. Like, your sire is a woman. Your ex-girlfriend is a woman. It's weird to hear you, like, that ex-girlfriend isn't great and your sire probably shouldn't let you exist, but whatever, okay? You better do one of your tricks and summon earplugs out of the air before I tell you a thing or two about your dear Iceling. Oh. Okay. Don't you dare. For a moment, the atmosphere grows thick. Kaiser's hoarse laughter breaks the silence. Oh man, you must be real fun at parties. Anyways, to get us back on track, I have a good idea of why the SI hit you, Tobias. Not that there's a ton of good reasons for it. Wait. Not that there aren't tons of good reasons for it. It might have been one of these, for instance. Screens in Kaiser's car flicker, and each of them now shows a short loop clip. It's you getting into a fight, feeding you one of your powers. God. Well, okay, that's super vague and could literally be any number of moments. Whether I played perfectly or not, the time where I lost control and, you know, was like, whoops, I'm in an alley, or anything. That could, like, have you fed? Have you used your powers? Well, there you go. You haven't exactly kept a low profile, fledgling. Did you just yada yada me? You haven't exactly kept a low profile, fledgling. I get it. You're new to this. You didn't know better. Yada yada yada. The fact is, the SI has tons of this stuff. I know I said yada yada yada. Yakety schmackety. Or, yeah, something along those lines before. Probably involving him, and that just seems like an extra cut. I don't like. Very Malkavian to predict it, because I don't think I've ever gotten this deep in the game, but still. Security camera footage, YouTube videos posted on Onlooker, social media, oh shit, you name it. Oh fuck, like I said, I don't think any one of these did you in. Slip up happened. That does make me want to believe him more. He's like, dude, I monitor the shit. But then why didn't Hope say something? You know? I don't think she's willing to just let me fuck shit up. She doesn't want me involved with the Second Inquisition. Maybe she's too Malkavian to give a fuck. But to me, if I had to make a bet between your Nosferatu wannabe fucking boss ass and her, she would definitely, one of her many personalities would be like, hey, bro, you were like attacking a, you're like all getting fucking, you know, don't blow up. You're doing the glow up. Still, fucking, you need to chill the fuck out. You need to lay the fuck low. Instead of just being like, hey, yeah, no, we got in a car crash. You helped me with the thing, and we're good. Like, no. The reason I need you walking and talking, Tobias, is to test a hypothesis of mine. For that, I need you to finish what you were tasked to do. So first things first. Here. He hands you a phone. The number has already been dialed. You hear the tone. Somebody picks up. This better not be Hope or Sophie. Sophie, god damn it. Who is this? It's me, Sophie. Kaiser, what the hell? Or remain silent. I don't know if I want to play along with this game, so I'm going to remain silent. You don't say anything. Hello? Hey, Langley. What do you want? There's somebody here who wants to talk to you. They're just shy. Okay, so it's not an option. He shoots you a glance that doesn't leave much up to interpretation. Sophia's name. Tobias, are you okay? What are you doing with that creep? I didn't tell you to go fuck around with him. Tisk. Temper, or I cut the line. And the fledgling's throat. Come on, Tobias, spit it out. Honestly, you're like, oh no, I'll cut the fledgling's throat. It's like, you know you have 3, like, I'm not super strong, okay, I admit that. I don't know your generation, but honestly at this point, I don't really have a huge respect for you in the sense that I don't think you're that low of a generation or that old. You haven't been around that long. You're smart, but you're very anti-Nosferatu. You're very progressive, which would lead me to believe that you're younger because you do all this. That's not a older Nosferatu plan. Constantly moving artillery, you know, a luxury limo tank thing. That's still kind of noticeable, even if it doesn't look outwardly bad. Tamika is kind of older, and as much as I am not pleased with Agathon, and he's something of a prodigy, it seems, you trapped yourself in a place, a small, like, you're trapped in here with them, not with me. We're not trapped in here with you. You kill me, there's no reason why they're not gonna just the thing. They don't know you, they don't like you, we're just here because of me. So, you did give them the heads up, but if you slice my fucking throat open and I'm just like, gurgle, and make me a snack, it's not like you're gonna gain a generation unless you're real fucking weak. And, my gangrel friend has the ability to aggravated damage claws pretty much instantly, and also I don't know what the Tremere guy can do at this point. He's been pretty much useless other than rituals, but I do know that Tremere can make fucking blood magic and make people explode. Just because he hasn't done anything like that doesn't mean he can't. So, that said, don't play like you have the upper hand here. You put yourself in a... You sort of painted yourself into a corner. Unless you are real good. And I know that Nosferatu have Potence, Animism, and Obfuscate. Obfuscate ain't gonna fucking stop, you know... I cast Fireball, and just a frenzied fucking berserk ass, you know, you killed my friend thing. I just lost Raoul. I don't have anybody else. Aggravated damage claws plus all the other protean stuff. Like, that. Don't pretend like you have the upper hand here. You have to be at least 2 to 3 generations above all of us at the same time to even have a chance, and be much older. And I don't know how old they are. Obviously Agathon isn't that old, but still. Don't... Yeah. I got captured by the SI. My friend saved me from the SI. Kaiser saved me. It's like, I'm gonna say my friends. You sent me to have friends? I'm gonna say it's them. Agathon and Tamika saved me from the Second Inquisition, so we only got out because of that. It's not like he did it. We could have, like, if we didn't get into his car, we could have done other things. I shouldn't have got into his fucking vehicle. Your companions look at one another knowingly. SI? That's what I feared. Listen, the plan, we need to do it tonight, but if the Inquisition is involved and you broke out, they'll be looking for you, so we can't meet up in public. Have a place in mind, but Kaiser, you still listening? Would I tell you if I wasn't? Yes and no. It really depends on what's in your best interest. Tobias, call this number from where you visited last we spoke. I'll come pick you up. She hangs up. And that's that. Well, Tobias, care to elaborate? Yes, I feel like I missed the part where you were involved in